I've been prepared to be disappointed for this movie for 3 years. It hasn't helped. I'm still disappointed. Welcome to my Dark Phoenix, X-Men Dark Phoenix. Why didn't they call it X? Is it called X-Men Dark Phoenix or just called Dark Phoenix? Probably should have looked that up before I started this review. Anyways, regardless, welcome to my review of Dark Phoenix. And, yeah, this was an interesting one. I have a bias towards Sophie Turner because I loved her in Game of Thrones, and I really liked her in X-Men Apocalypse. So, she was great. I love James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence playing Jennifer Lawrence in this movie. Yeah, it was a good cast this time around. But I just want to get right into it. Talk about the things I loved, hated. Yeah, start with the things I loved. So I'll just go in chronological order of the movie. Spoilers, by the way, so I'll put that in the title. But movie opens up with a spaceship. I think it was Endeavor. It wasn't Challenger. Yeah, I really hope it wasn't Challenger. It's Endeavor or something like that. Expedition. So it started with an E, or I could be way off, but go into space. They start their mission in space, and they go up there, and they're saving the astronauts from this dark energy, which really made me upset because that's not what the Dark Phoenix is. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I thought the Dark Phoenix was just Grey herself, and she had this inner conflict between two entities of herself, or two parts of herself. So I didn't like that right away. Right off the bat, I didn't start to like this movie. So they're doing that, and then they're saving the astronauts, and one of them's still working on the ship, even though the ship's been torn to pieces. So that was funny. So Nightcrawler gets that guy, and then Jean's out there holding the ship together, and she gets all this dark. We already saw this in the trailer, nothing new. So then she is fine, feeling really good, that usual cliche, the calm before the storm. And then she goes off on a party, and then the X-Men are like, oh no, I remember, we're the last of the first class. That was a good conversation between Beast and or Hank and Jennifer Lawrence. So that was a good banter between the two, and then Jean went off and gave Cyclops a little rash on his scratch on his cheek. That was great. I don't know, when I come to this movie and I'm trying to recount it, I don't know what really comes to mind in the first act, other than those two things. Jean turns evil and she goes to see her dad. Oh, the movie opens up with a car accident. That's what it opens up, not the spaceship, which is a great scene, which is comic accurate if I recall. But anyways, she goes to find her dad, and Dad's like, oh, I'm scared of you. And then she's like, why aren't there any pictures of me in the wall? And he's like, oh, yeah, you kind of died on that day, just like my wife and my entire life. There was a really emotional scene. And then Mystique and the X-Men come out, and they're like, all right, yeah, you're not doing good things here, Mystique. I mean, Jean Grey. She's like, oh, yeah, I know, but who cares? And then Mystique dies, which I already knew was coming. It wasn't spoiled or anything, but Fox has this thing where they spoil the movie in their trailers. They did it with Logan, and they did it again in this movie, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm really starting to get frustrated with this. And why are you showing funerals in your trailers? Why are you showing funerals in your trailers? Jesus. Anyway, so Mystique dies. Okay, was really sad scene between him and Hank. Hank goes like, I gotta kill Jean now. And then Mystique, Michael Fassbender's Magneto's on an island with a whole bunch of mutants. They have their own mutant kingdom going on. And Jean Grey crashes the party, and she's like, yeah, you used to kill people. I kill people, help me. And he's like, what? And she gets mad when and she throws a hissy fit when he's like, I just stopped killing people. What do you want me to do? Give you a brownie? Like, is there like some secret formula you want me to tell you? I just stopped. And she's like, that's not enough. Tell me more. And he's like, just stop. And then she wouldn't help her by saying, whose blood is that in your shirt? Oh yeah, I killed your I killed someone you loved. Help me. So that was a interesting choice for Jean Grey to go find help for. But then the Marines come, and the Army, someone from the U.S. Army, and they're talking, and then some helicopter, and she's like, and then you already saw it in the trailer. You're literally like, this whole movie was basically the trailer. Other than Mystique, that was technically in the trailer because of the funeral. But yeah, there was a cool Quicksilver scene in the beginning too, but nothing like the previous two movies. But I'm trying to recollect other things that happened, but I can't because everything was already in the trailer. I'm just gonna stop going. She stops the helicopter, and then she throws Magneto against the wall and destroys part of his island. And then when he says, no, I don't want to help you, she gets mad and flies away. And then this white-haired chick lady gets taken over by Dominators from DC. Yeah, they didn't make that clear if those were aliens. I mean, yeah, they were aliens, but what type of aliens they were, where they came from. Yeah, their planet was destroyed and all that, but like, okay. Discount Krypton going on over there. I'm so tired of this movie. Like, it's awfully boring for an action Marvel movie. See, like I'm not excited. Like, it's just this movie, which is very like a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. I mean, it wasn't horrible. I love the characters. There was some redeeming qualities, like the favorite scene in the movie, by far probably my favorite scene in all of the X-Men movies. One of them. Was when when James trying to talk to Jean Grey and trying to talk her down, and he's like, you can do anything you put your mind to. And she's like, okay, walk to me. He's like, oh, I can't do that. Jesus, Jean. She's like, she literally makes him walk to her. It was a really disturbing scene, and it was actually very symbolic, and not symbolic, metaphorical, and kind of, I guess it was symbolic. And it was a pretty good scene to watch. I really liked that. I love the train sequence. But other than that, the movie ends with them playing chess, Magneto and Charles. But yeah, I feel bad I can't talk about more because it's a spoiler. But like, there's nothing to talk about. If you've seen the trailer, you know the movie. Jean Grey dies but doesn't die at the end. She turns into a falcon or a phoenix. It's disappointing. I've been ready for this movie to suck ever since they set up Dark Phoenix and Apocalypse with that ending scene where she just gets mad at Apocalypse and destroys him, whatever. So yeah, and Charles was an idiot throughout the movie and didn't accept his failures. So, I'm really sorry. I'm not excited to talk about this, but I gotta be honest. Like, I did not care for this movie. There were some good scenes in there, but nothing. Like, if you've seen the trailer, you've seen the movie. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. It's above average, but it's not horrible. It's not bad. Just a mediocre movie. Like, okay, movie. Sophie Turner was great in it. James McAvoy, you guys know everyone. They're all great in it. I hate that this was the last movie. They could have done so much more, and I feel so bad for the cast and the crew, the writers, because I feel like if they had more time, they had more movies, they had more characters, they had more rights to the characters and other characters, this could have been a great cinematic universe, but Kevin Feige had to come in here and them all away. I don't remember anything else. As soon as I stop this video, I'm going to remember something, and I'm going to be very sad. But yeah, I that's my review on X-Men Dark Phoenix. Kind of sad that the cinematic, I love all the actors. I just wish Kevin Feige, instead of snapping them all away, he could just pick them up and whoop, in this Marvel Cinematic Universe. I would love that, because thinking about it, we're gonna lose Deadpool. No. This movie's making me sad. No, anyways, thanks for watching my review for X-Men Dark Phoenix. And next movie I plan on seeing is Godzilla, so that'll be fun. Or Spider-Man Far From Home. So I'll definitely do little reviews on that movie. I'm not a critic. I just want to get my first thoughts and impressions out there. No post-credit scene for Dark Phoenix, but yeah, thanks for watching this little review to Dark Phoenix, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks.